You don't seem to spend much time at home. How is that not a problem for your wife?
It's true. I am away from home quite a bit. I have been informed that when I am home,
You don't seem to spend much time at home.
Wonder where this will all lead. I'd be happy to carry a few things for you. If you have any gear... Bye. Oxygen. An abandoned meat-packing facility built on the fringes of the settled systems. I wonder what happened here. An abandoned meat-packing facility built on the fringes of the settled systems. I wonder what happened here. Something's been through here recently, but left everything in place. At least we know it wasn't the Crimson Fleet.
I thought. Or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet.
I don't know who that is, but I have a feeling she has our best interests in mind. We should do what she suggests.
So what do we got here? Too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? Yeah, make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll. Haven't brought the joke to your homeworld just yet, huh? But you see Vanguard's a hell of a lot better than what I've got. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A terramorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And
Did all this damage. I mean, I've heard the stories, but to see the decimation firsthand.
Terramorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity. But Tao said he's too young to have one. Yet here it is. I came looking for an explanation and found all this. I managed to scope out a fair bit of the facility before it found me. If there are any survivors of the attack, they're long gone. I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it. And to get that, I need its corpse. But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant's security system. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. And as I found out, that's not a one-person job. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. See if the settlers left us any other tools. The settlers outfitted most of the buildings with turrets at some point. Not sure how many are still operable, but at least a few appeared to be in fighting shape. There were also some sensors scattered around the facility that I didn't recognize. But those are honestly all just educated guesses until we get the connection reset. It's the building in the middle of the facility. The terminal in there should allow you to grant me access to the system as a whole. Then we can see about getting things back online. Admin access is centralized to the terminal in this room. Nothing's coming back online if I'm not here. But even if that weren't the case, I'd likely be more of a liability out there than a help right now. Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there. And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
been a long time since I've been... Maybe another time.
System offline.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating.
Set aside any
But I should be
useful
able to
and
get
just
you a
leave the
couple of
rest.
kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Hello. I wish I'd found this earlier. Those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the terramorph is. But it's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
Seeing a meat packing facility from the inside is starting to make me feel like I should switch to becoming a vegetarian.
Tracker's reading green. And... what's that sound?
Security lockdown is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move. Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you can avoid it. The kill lanes, they're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the terramorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
Online. Input required. Local defenses restored.
Tracker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or...
Wait. You did it, didn't you? Heavens above! You just flatlined a terramorph!
I'm not too proud. Thank you for saving my ass. You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you? A lot of life gets recorded in our cells. Like, for example, if this terramorph's cells have certain radiation or chemical exposures, it could point to it having been transported on a ship. Then, we could start getting some answers about this thing. So, did you manage to nab one? All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this. Older model. Alright, let's see what you can do. Running basic diagnostics? Nothing. Maybe a flag scan? No. Spectrograph. Damn. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this terramorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But terramorphs? They're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us. So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, terramorphs tend to just appear. But no one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Tau Ceti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of terramorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terramorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one. Well, they're not exactly buying tickets and flying coach. The theory is that they're spread by some kind of egg or seed that's able to evade our detection. But how the hell an undetectable egg turns into a terramorph without anyone noticing is a question no one's ever found an answer to. And it's why what's happened here could be real bad news for the rest of human civilization. They have. They even took down an entire city once. A place called Londinian had to be quarantined due to a massive outbreak during the Colony War. It's the only known loss of that scale, but it's the reason why any change in our relationship with these creatures needs to be taken very seriously. You're right. We just need more information first. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of terramorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me? I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that terramorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to. You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sinan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name. I was. Long time ago. Family tradition. But I know some of the folks from my old unit moved into the Vanguard. A couple even owe me favors. If I'm lucky, your commander is one of them. Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is. I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means. I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. Bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here, it's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost to fuel to Mars, at least. Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Sidonia is an industrial town. The people there tend to be concise. Okay. Wonder where this will all lead. I'll only carry the good stuff. Just kidding. So long.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready. A terror? What? How did you walk away with the terramorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers? You killed a terramorph on your first mission. If I could be frank for a moment, holy shit. Above and beyond doesn't really begin to describe it now, does it? Earned yourself some serious hazard pay on this one. But, if none of the settlers made it, who's got you delivering the sample? A researcher. Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. Huh. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens. Notation says that Sinan already faced punishment for her actions during the war. Dismissal from the UC military. And her sending you to me first makes me think she's actually trying to do this above board. Considering her history, reaching out to the UC probably wasn't the easiest decision. Which means that must be a pretty important sample. Certainly seems that way. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special? I see. This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out. I'll handle things with the brass. You just make sure that sample gets to Mars. It doesn't. But if that's who that sample is destined for, my bet he's former UC Xeno warfare, just like Hadrian. You can just call them SysDef. Everyone else does. They're the division responsible for combating the Crimson Fleet, fighting pirates. It's not a small job, keeping the galaxy's mercantile class safe from death and dismemberment, so they're constantly undermanned. They work out of the ship, the UC Vigilance, though the support request was a little vague on what your actual duties would be if you decided you want to lend a hand.
Been a long time since
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard. Captain, can I help? Take care now. Yes? You needed something? Enjoy your time in New Atlantis. Here on Vanguard, stay safe.
Got it. Lost? Elevator's right over there.
McIntyre's gonna have my ass if I can't find that file.
Strategic asset. More like a financial black hole. I don't know why we keep funding that.
Sentinels are making an already demanding job more difficult.
Appointments only.
Howdy.
As always, we're fully committed to the ongoing success of the United Colonies. We're doing all we can. If you have business with my office, you'll need to make an appointment. Ensuring the security of the United Colonies is a full-time job. Excuse me.
Hey, RuneScape. Appreciate you watching. I've already beaten it on PC a while back, so I already know the game well. It's just good to play it on PlayStation now. I'm glad they brought it to PlayStation. I can play it on the big TV and relax and shit. It's good to be back. It's not my first playthrough. It's a great game though. I love Starfield.
We have these jetpacks for a reason, you know.
It's been a lot of fun though. I've been really enjoying it again. I just haven't played it on PC in a while because I don't have the space right now on PC, and I like to mod it on PC though. The mods on PC for this game are great, of course. That was always fun. I just have never played the DLCs, but I got all the DLCs on this version, so I'm playing it again. Gonna beat it on PlayStation, and then I'm gonna experience the DLCs for the first time. I haven't played any of those, but the main story I've played at least once or twice. I've beaten it as a Navy, SIFDEF, whatever, good person, and I played it as a Crimson Pirate, and I beat that storyline or whatever. Long time ago. Long time ago. It's actually, that's what I'm doing right now, actually. I got two characters, a good character and an evil character. I got my Navy military good character I'm working on playing right now. I got an evil space pirate shouty character I'm working on also. Evil character killing Robin. I'm already working for Rayusian Industries, and I'm already about to join Crimson. The Crimson
You've been
Fleet
loafing
on
around
the
the
other
house
character.
all day.
I've been reading.
Yeah,
It's good
I'm
stuff.
really happy they
It's
brought
about...
it to PlayStation.
You should
Never
get some
thought they would.
exercise.
It's pretty sick.
I've spent my whole life in a book. I'm fine.
And how has that worked out?
Ouch.
Looks
Touché.
pretty great on
We are
PS5.
going for a
Runs
walk
great.
later.
I had some visual issues the other night. Seems like they fixed it a little better, but there's like some weird blooming, weird effects with the lighting.
The house
It's
feels
like
alive
super
again
bright,
now that you're here.
and some interiors can't turn off HDR either for whatever reason. It's a creepy face. I don't know what's with that, but yeah. It's been running pretty good on PS5 though. Otherwise, it looks great. Feels great.
I figured it would be years until I saw you again. And here you are. So good to see you. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. You eating well out there? It's easy just to survive off, well, garbage when you're shipbound all the time.
Famous nachos, Dad.
Well, I do what I can. You remember Grandpa's restaurant? Last time you were there, you must have been 5, 8? Some of the best food in the galaxy. Service with a grunt and a glare, I always said. But Dad's food kept them coming back. hole-in-the-walls have the best food. That's just science. Your grandfather taught me what I know of cooking. He didn't want me to go to uni. I was the only one interested in the restaurant. But when he got on in the years, he trusted me with something sacred. His meatloaf recipe.
Make that meatloaf, Dad.
No, I'm not. Something better. I don't know if anything I taught you about cooking stuck, but I figure it's time to pass the torch. But you gotta promise not to share Grandpa's meatloaf recipe with anyone. It stays in the family. I swear Dad's ghost would come back and strike me dead if you did that.
Secret of the meatloaf.
See that you do. Any meat will do. If it's dry, extra tomatoes. They'll moisten it up if you do it right. Sorry, a bit of a moment here. So, you want to talk about anything? It's good to have you home.
Well, one of your old classmates made junior VP at Galbank. Their father was bragging for hours. Can't wait to tell him about Constellation. Talking with you has made my day. I'm being serious.
Let's shoot my bed. Going on adventures in the galaxy.
Hello?
What's up, pimp?
Sorry, can't talk.
That dude's a special character. Let's get up that drip.
Evening, ma'am. That your ship that landed not too long ago? It sure is something. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you. Okay, no problem.
damn it! Oh, I fucked up. Red and black, that's crimson colors. Red, black, and gold. If I want to do like a navy, should have done blue, white, gold, or something. Gotta love it. There it is. Yeah, it's coming together nicely. Just gotta trust the process. That's all you gotta do.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. I'm sure you can find something you like. Need some work done? I would try the viewport. It'll be on your left once you get into the plaza.
Guess I should have done blue and orange, but fuck it. Fix it later.
This thing has seen better days, hasn't it?
It's better at least than the default white. Hey, thank you, Richie. Got that. was trying to go like Vanguard colors, but I forget they're like, I was thinking blue and gold or for some reason. So it's like blue and orange, but whatever.
Time to move on.
It's pretty good. Maybe I'll change it to orange later or whatever, but that looks pretty good. It's like a goldy, yellowish. I don't know. I was trying to see. I don't know what they gave me. They told me to talk to the guy. Gave me some upgrades or something. I don't know what they gave me. I think it was some upgrade. That is cosmetics or something.
Channel's open. What can I do for you? The colonies were founded before humanity even left Earth. They're the link to where we all came from. At least, that's what they taught us in civics class.
I don't remember being able to do this before. It's been so long since I played this game. It's pretty sick. You could talk to mother suckers in space.
I was thinking about trying my hand running the Red Mile over on Porima 3. See if I couldn't make some credits. Then I remembered how much I enjoy living.
It's just space Fallout. Straight up Fallout in space.
Alright, just let me get this all down.
Whoa. Star Citizen, No Man's Sky, and what? Jack and Port One. Thank you for the clearance.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander? I'm not authorized to divulge information about this vessel. Suffice to say, it's one of the toughest ships in the UC's arsenal.
Who's authorized?
Yeah, listen to him, carefully. The commander's a one-and-done kind of officer. In other words, he hates to repeat himself. Other than that, just observe standard military decorum, and it should keep you from serving any time on the ship's cleaning detail.
I'm ready to serve, Captain.
Understood? If you'd follow me, please. So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Hey. Damn. That must have been
I haven't seen my family in a
hell of
while.
Firefight. I
Mission
almost
takes
regret missing
priority.
out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments.
Ikande's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
It's absolutely freezing here. I do not recommend extended exposure without our suits.
Yes, most of our operations team graduated top of their class at the academy. If there's fleet out there, we'll find them. Pardon.
Excuse me.
Yes, what? Okay, hello.
The Vigilance is a state-of-the-art warship. Anyone that gets on the wrong end of her guns is gonna have a bad time.
Pardon.
I believe we have something important to discuss.
Just for old time's sake. Hey, Commander Kawabi Ekeande. This is for the Crimson Fleet, motherfucker. Oh shit.
Can't be a part of this.
bad dream, so.
Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC SysDef. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer.
United Colonies Native. I'm here to do my part for the United Colonies.
Excellent. Then let's get right to it, shall we? This is the operations center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily. That's strange. According to your file, you've encountered them before. On Vectera specifically. They were the pirates that attacked your mining outpost? I'm surprised you don't remember. Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously holding it will be spending the rest of their life in prison. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Point the way, I'll get it done, Cap.
Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one. I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment, trust your instincts, and watch your back. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
James Bond is on the case.
That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. As you were.
Excuse me.
Sidonia is an industrial town. Ask whatever you'd like. Talk to you later.
Yes. What?
I'm a bit busy at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay?
Howdy.
Yes? Back in basic training, I had the record for fleet kills. Okay, hello. Sys-Def Marines are the best of the best. Hey.
Hello. Excuse me.
Howdy.
Hello.
Vigilance is an amazing ship. Oh. It's too bad Constellation can't afford something this impressive.
Yes, what?
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Well, you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. It's not you, it's the Crimson Fleet. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine. Yes, of course. I'm sorry if I brought up any painful memories. Oh, one last thing. A bit of good news, actually. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. Well, that's just it. You're not career military, are you? And speaking frankly, you're completely out of pocket during this operation. You'll be paying for your own supplies and other unexpected incidentals. So, if I were you, I'd stop asking questions and accept the compensation. It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job. Yeah. Maybe. No, it's not really an appropriate time to be going over my private life. There are much more important things to be done. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay? Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake. We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you. Let me know if you need anything else.
Okay, hello. Pardon.
How's the pirating business? I don't know about you. People who work undercover, they're sneaky by nature. Hard to read. When I fly, I want someone beside me who I can predict. Boxes by the Marquess of Queensbury rules. But you're a southpaw. A wild card. That isn't it. We've got plenty of green pilots picked right from the academy. But yours happened to come from a different farm. Vanguard. But if Commander Ikande says you're Sistef, then you are one of us. For now. Long story. I got my start in the Academy and made a name for myself hunting the Crimson Fleet. I eventually got recruited to do test flights on a star station orbiting Lloyden's Rock. Me and 3 other Archangel pilots did some work on some extremely dangerous prototypes. But I called in a few favors and got back home with Sistef. Someone with my talents needs to be here, where the action is. You guessed it. In fact, I'd say you've got what linguistic experts call FOGO, a firm grasp of the obvious. But I'm not just any pilot. I'm the best, and I've got the kills to prove it. Don't squeeze too hard, newbie. Someone might mistake it for sarcasm. You guessed it. In fact, but I'm not just any pilot. I like your confidence. And there's always room in the squad for another Apex Predator. Just be sure you know whose side you're on. I cut my teeth on space trucks, believe it or not. Before I got my stripes, I was just another cargo hauler trying to earn an honest wage. But after a couple slick escapes, I got recruited to the Academy and went from dodging pirates to hunting them. Thing is, some of my best tricks were with a big rig. Ever try a pitchback with a Hope Tech truck with 2 fleet wraiths on your tail? Compared to that, doing it with a military fighter is a piece of cake. Try not to forget who you are, okay? It'd break the commander's heart to have to hunt you down.
Hey.
Fucking beautiful.
I can't be a part of this.
Vanguard.
Peter would be proud of me.
Vanguard.
Peter Parker, for you. Gotta take all them gotta take all them pictures. So many pictures. Oh no. Oh no, shit. Running out of space.
Hey.
We'll keep the brig ready for any pirates you bring in. Welcome to the brig. As a member of SysDef, you may talk with the prisoners as long as you are mindful of operation security. As a personal rule, I simply ask that you adhere to UC Navy standards of cleanliness at all times. That means no mud on your boots, your hands are washed, and you are free of any contagious diseases. Besides the fact that it's healthier, a sanitary brig is important for station security. In my experience, a prisoner will hide a shiv under a flake of dust if you let them. The cleaner a space is, the easier it is to spot irregularities, both inside the cell and out. Excellent. And all that being said, I understand your mission directive might call for flexibility on my part. So if you need to be a rum-drinking, swashbuckling pirate to do your job, then I will do my best to clean up after you. That's a loaded question. We err on the side of caution here, short of any physical abuse. But with the Crimson Fleet, you have to be very careful. If you give, they'll take a parsec and find a way to stab you with it. There's a lot of bad blood with the fleet, stretching across generations, myself included. Sometimes that blood spills over. As long as there's no actual fighting, I tend to let both sides dish it out. True, the rules for POWs technically don't apply to pirates. It's more of an ethical line we have to be mindful of. But I'll be the first to admit it's not an exact science, and we've made mistakes in the past with both the carrot and the stick. As chief officer of this brig, my worst fear is that we'll someday repeat them. The cells you see here are for captured pirates and prisoners of war. If you apprehend any pirates during the course of your missions, they'll be detained here. We have multiple turrets attached to the ceiling. If you've met Ensign Betty, she's personally calibrated them to ensure they cover the entire area. That being said, firing the turrets should be considered a last resort. He's a good man, singularly focused when it comes to the fleet. But that's not to say he doesn't care about his crew. I can tell you a story as an example if you'd like to hear it. So, I'm a bit of a workaholic, and I forget to take breaks. One day, Commander Ikande passes by the brig and sees me at my desk. He takes one look at my haggard face and says, "Officer, I'm headed to the mess hall. If you're not with me in 15 minutes, your services will no longer be required on my ship." I tried to protest, but he was dead serious. So I went. We had lunch, talked about old times, and I went back to the brig, refreshed and ready to work. It's little things like that. You can see he pays attention, and that he cares about the people, not just the work. As you were.
Do what Commander Ikande says, and you'll go far.
Yes? Pardon.
Back on board.
Clamps released.
Acknowledged. You're clear to dock at docking port 1. The commander will be waiting for you in operations. Excuse me.
Good to go for landing.
lot in this rather drab city.
Heat leeches in the engines, leeches on the hull, multiple leeches in the grav drive.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what's this going to run?
If there are no other surprises, mid-five figures.
5 figures? 5? Fine. Do it. I'll be at the bar. Find me when it's done.
We're on it, sir.
Take care of your ship. Could end up costing you otherwise.
Building Sidonia completely underground was a clever way of keeping the city shielded from the harsh Martian landscape.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main
What do you
level
mean
doesn't
there's
mean
no
it's not
work?
secure.
Yeah, do you have any idea how far we've traveled?
Be careful down near the mines, and enter any active sites at your own risk.
Look at this place. I can't imagine being cramped down here, choking on the fumes and the dust. No trees, no grass. It's depressing. Wonder where this will all lead. Not at all. Bye-bye.
The settled citizens are sadly no strangers to terrormorph attacks, but how and why they occur is barely understood. Offering their sincerest condolences. You're listening to the settled system.
It's not easy living in Sidonia. Sometimes it feels like the UC forgets we're out here, but there'd be no UC if it hadn't been for Mars.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremor. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Really, there's no bad choice. Rumors abound that Shroud Inlet has one more trick up its sleeve to reclaim its title from last year.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
tragedy struck a remote settlement on Pt.2.
There's nothing like
surprise terraform attack every 7
red and orange. Everything's red and orange as far as the eye can.
Hello. Do you have business with Governor Hurst? I see. Well, luckily, Governor Hurst enjoys visitors, and his schedule is fairly empty at the moment. I see no problem with it. You're very welcome.
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without proper
The
protection.
Sidonian people are great. They're hard workers and true UC patriots. I tell you, Sidonia's a great place to open up a business. We've really been booming lately, despite what the news media's been reporting. Ah, hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but I'd be happy to help if it's something quick. What can I do for you? I can answer your general questions about Sidonia, but nothing venturing into politics. Sorry, but it's my strict policy that I only speak with select members of the press and major political donors who are serious about making changes for the future prosperity of Mars. Politics. You shouldn't be so surprised that money greases the wheels of the political machine. Even though I'm a UC-appointed official, I still need to rely on political donations to help me make decisions on how to allocate funds and resources to various lobbying parties. The money goes right back into the local economy, you see? I'm sorry, I can't, but if you have any other questions about Sidonia, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I should get back to what I was doing. Standard protections from the media and anyone who would go to them. I'm sure you understand. Sidonia's not much of a tourist destination, unless you're interested in humanity's first major colony outside of Earth. But if you're not here for work and you're looking to kill some time, I'm told the Martian surface is great for hiking. Beautiful scenery, assuming you like shades of red. If you're looking to kick back after that and experience Martian nightlife, the Broken Spear is as good a local watering hole as any. You mean besides being the most important city of industry to our proliferation across the galaxy? Well, this is the home of Deimos Star Yards, which perfected grav drive technology and made honest-to-goodness space travel truly possible. And to this day, our mines and manufacturing are instrumental in delivering resources used throughout the United Colonies. We may not outshine fancier cities like New Atlantis on its surface, but without Sidonia, there would be no United Colonies. Well, I've been appointed governor, going on 20 years now, I believe. Every day, I am passionate about serving the hard-working people of Mars. I look out for their interests, I support their prosperity, and in return, they help make the United Colonies a shining beacon of hope for humanity. If you ask me, there's nothing better than that. Considering I don't really know you, I'm not sure how to answer that. But Sidonia is a beacon of industry. There's plenty of work to go around. If you have mining experience, you may wish to check with whoever the current Deimos mining director is. Or maybe check with the Deimos Star Yard corporate office. If those aren't your speed, then there are a number of local businesses that are always looking for help. Enjoy Sidonia.
Detonation imminent.
I can't be a part of this.
Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No way! I am not going to help you murder these people!
It is now safe to resume normal activity. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3.
I couldn't be prouder than to govern the UC's first major space colony.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
I'd love to chat more, but I'm expecting a message any minute from the Trade Authority. You know how it is with these big businesses, am I right?
Sidonia can have a depressing effect.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. Wouldn't be the first time I've heard that line. Oh, don't give me that look. I'm just having a laugh. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak 1 kilometer wide. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. Sure, go ahead. You shoot me, and the TA will have bounty hunters on your ass before you even get back to the spaceport. Listen, love, I've heard it all. Threats bounce right off, so either cough up the finder's fee or try and sell that shipment on your own. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
A long time since I've been to Mars. Sol system doesn't get a lot of traffic.
To be a pillar of support.
We're ready to depart.
Beginning landing cycle.
We landed on the moon.
Sidonia is an industrial town. Until later.
Something's out.
Get the alarm.
Badly for you.
We don't stock up on junk.
Whoa, where did they go?
Guess they ran away. Wonder where this will all lead.
Have something for me?
Bye for now.
Opening fire. And taking damage.
I don't know what this place is, but I'm so glad I stopped you. Some good loot here. Little enemy moon base. Gotta love it.
If you're overloaded, we should stop and prioritize what we're carrying. Been a long time since I've been glad to haul whatever you need. Talk to you later. Well, things.
Search the perimeter. Keep searching. Contact.
Sidonia isn't. I'll only carry the good stuff. Just kidding. Okay. I'll let you... Is it really necessary for you to drag around all that gear?
to next?
Landing site looks clean. Let's set it down. Wonder where this will all lead. Bye-bye.